Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to Affairscloud, Learn to Lead. My name is Vikas Rana. So students, we have an app by the name Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store for Android phones. Once you have downloaded and logged in with your Gmail ID, you will be transferred to your home page where you can see all the courses that are offered by us. Once you have purchased the course, you can see your courses in the My Course section. But why our courses are so better? Why we think we provide you one of the best content? Because we provide you content on daily basis. In the daily basis, we provide you current affairs with 20 questions quiz as well as the PDF of the current affairs of daily. Then similarly for weekly, on weekly basis we provide you current affairs PDF as well as a 50 questions quiz that will help you to revise all the content that you have learned. Then on monthly basis also we provide you top 100 current affair questions PDF that will be the compiled PDF of the 100 questions of that particular month that will be very helpful for you. And not just this friends, we provide you in English as well as in Hindi too. So both English and Hindi students can enjoy our courses. Apart from this friends, we also provide you banking related question answers, the banking related MCQ questions, the quizzes that will help you prepare for the bank exams. Not just that friends, we provide you a new way of learning, that is your infotainment infographics. That is a different and interesting way of learning. Apart from this, we cover 20 topic wise current affairs. These topics are important such as apps, portals, important days, books and authors days, national affairs, international affairs, sports, defense, all these topics, these are highly important and questions from these particular topics are asked. Also we cover state-wise current affairs also that will help you to prepare for your state exams. Also friends, as I told you, if you use the code Vikas10, you will be given extra 10% discount on the purchase you make. If you have any problem regarding login and your application, then you can contact us on support@affairscloud.com. This is our email ID and you can contact us on our mobile phone, that is 9677333386. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 29th of October. The session will be very interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Also, to all those students who have been watching us for a very long time, who has been following us, I'll suggest you all to make notes. Alright, and also to those students who are watching us for the first time also, I'll recommend you to take out a pen and paper and start making notes as we process along with the video. Also friends, yesterday I gave you some homework questions. Here Nandita Roy has provided all the correct answers. So congratulations Nandita, and I hope you success in the exam that you are preparing for. First question for the yesterday's homework, or yesterday's we did the video, from that some important questions are here. Let's discuss them one by one. Tiger Trump. Tiger Trump was an exercise that was conducted between which two countries? It was India and US. Also remember, it was between Indian Navy and US Navy that this exercise was conducted. Highly important friends, take a note of this. Alright, Tiger Trump. Then next, which country is the 7th largest trading partner of India? It is now Russia. Russia is the 7th largest trading partner of India. If we talk about first, it is USA. On second, it will be China. So remember this data also. Next question is, which village became the first solar powered village of India? It was Modhera. Where is Modhera? Modhera is the name of the village that is 100% solar village, alright, or you can say it runs on solar electricity 24/7. Each household here is equipped with 1 kilowatt of a solar panel. Then another thing, remember, where is this located? It is located in the state of Gujarat. And if we talk about Gujarat, Global Center for Traditional Medicine, first steel slag rod is also located here. Then Gift City is located here. Then here only 36th edition of National Games were held. And we know artificial diamond manufacturing has been shifted here, and here a manufacturing hub will be created for making semiconductor chips, and for this MOU was signed between Foxconn and Vedanta. Next, which is the 10th busiest airport in the world? It is of Indira Gandhi International Airport, that is of India. Alright, it is the 10th busiest international airport, and we know Indira Gandhi International Airport aims to become carbon neutral by the year 2030. And which is the busiest airport interval of which country? It is of United States of America. Next, Which institute has won the National Intellectual Property Award for 21-22? It was your IIT Madras. Alright, IIT Madras has won the National Intellectual Property Award for 2020 to 2021. Next, which is the first intercity logistics provider to join the ONDC network? Now tell me, this is the current affairs that we have started now, alright, for today. So, which is the first intercity logistic provider to join the ONDC network? The name of it is what? Ship Rocket. Ship Rocket. It becomes the first intercity logistic provider that have joined the ONDC network. What is ONDC? ONDC is your open network for digital commerce. As it is similar to the Flipkart and everything, all the sellers can provide or list their products on this ONDC network that will be available to each and every individual, even in the remote areas where people now have started to get the access to internet. They will be also able to sell their product as well as buy the products on online on this particular ONDC network. Another thing, if asked, then remember which was the first application that was added or listed on this ONDC network? It was your Paytm Mall. Alright, first app that was listed on ONDC network was Paytm Mall. And which is the first intercity logistic provider to join the ONDC network? It is your Ship Rocket. Highly important, friends. Alright, Ship Rocket International went live on the ONDC network and it became the first intercity logistic provider to join the ONDC network. Alright, the first successful transaction via Ship Rocket was fulfilled on 22nd of October only. Alright, then remember, due to increase in digitization across all over India and the emergence of the sellers from tier 1 or from tier 2 and tier 3 cities, they need logistics support. Alright, so in order to help them, this partnership will cater an inclusive and open access tech ecosystem and for those sellers to ease their business, as well as if, for example, if a person is selling their product from Delhi and they want to ship it to, say for example, in Kohima. So with the help of this logistic, it will become easy for them to sell their product in Kohima, as once the order has been purchased on the ONDC network, then the product will be shipped from or product will be carried from Delhi to Kohima with the help of this Ship Rocket International, this company. Alright, highly important. Take a note of this. Next, Simbex. Now it is asked, Simbex. Simbex is an exercise that is conducted with which two organizations? First thing that you need to remember here, this was the 29th edition of this exercise that was conducted between Singapore and India. Alright, between Singapore and India, this exercise was conducted. Highly important, take a note of it. Alright, then remember that too, the Singaporean Navy and the navies of these two organizations conducted this exercise. Singapore Navy and Indian Navy conducted this exercise. Then where was this exercise conducted? Location will be Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh is the location where this exercise was conducted, and it was held from 26th to 30th of October 2022, and it was the 29th edition between India and Singapore, and their navies took part in this exercise. Alright, highly important. How to remember this? This is between Singapore and India. From Simbex only, you can conclude that S is for Singapore, I is for India, M is for maritime, B is for bilateral, and EX is for exercise. So it is your Singapore-India Maritime Bilateral Exercise. Alright, highly important. Then remember, this particular Simbex exercise was conducted into two phases. The first was your sea phase, one was your harbor phase, and another was your sea phase. In the harbor phase, it was conducted at Visakhapatnam. This was conducted at Andhra Pradesh, Visakhapatnam, and sea phase was conducted in Bay of Bengal. Highly important. Then another thing, remember, this exercise was started for the, we know this is the 29th edition, but this exercise started in 1994. Alright, and it was then named as Lion King, exercise Lion King, but now it has been changed to Simbex. Alright, this is everything you need to remember regarding Simbex. Next, most popular GI tag award in food category was given to which product? What is GI tag? It is your geographical indication tag. So recently, Which food got the most popular GI award in food category? It was your Hyderabad Halim. Alright, Hyderabad Halim has won the most popular geographical indication award in competition with 17 food items across India. Alright, and it has been awarded the most popular GI tag award in the food category. Highly important, Hyderabad Halim. Alright, then remember, this Hyderabad Halim was awarded or given the GI tag in 2010, but this GI tag was expired in 2019. So now again it has been given as the GI tag. So question can be asked that which is the food that was given the GI tag for the second time, and it in the food category in the most popular food GI tag, it is your Hyderabad Halim. It has been now given the GI tag or the most popular geographical indication tag. Alright, earlier it was awarded this with this tag in 2010, but it got expired in 2019. Also remember, the registrar of the GI has renewed the tag for the Hyderabadi Halim dish for the next 10 years now. That means now it is given in 2022. It will be valid till 2031. Alright. Next, which film has won the Best International Film Award at Saturn Awards? So remember, it is your RRR, that is Rise, Roar and Revolt. This is the name of the Indian Telugu film. Indian Telugu film that has won the Best International Film Award. Best International Film Award. It was won during the 47th edition of the Saturn Awards. I repeat, these were the 47th edition of the Saturn Awards, during which RRR, that is an Indian Telugu film, that has won the Best International Film Award. These awards, that is the Saturn Awards 2022, they were organized by the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, Horror Films, then that were held in Los Angeles, California. Next is, a common app that was developed for the entire taxi industry will be launched by which organization? Which government? I repeat, a common app for entire taxi industry was launched by Goa government. Highly important, take a note of it. Alright, in Goa only we remember Sao festival is observed. Here only National Museum for Customs and GST is located. So important that Goa government has launched a common app for entire taxi industry. Alright, Goa. Then next, remember, we are talking about UP. In Uttar Pradesh, a Terai elephant reserve will be set up, as well as a tiger. One is your elephant reserve and second will be your tiger reserve that will be set up by Uttar Pradesh government. I repeat, Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has approved the establishment of Terai Elephant Reserve. One is your elephant reserve that is launched under Project Elephant, and second will be your Pilibhit Tiger Reserve that will be established by Uttar Pradesh government. Highly important, remember both these things. Alright. Next news. Next is, India suffered an income loss of 4.5% of the GDP due to heat wave in 2021. As we know, climate change is real and climate change is happening. Also, last year as well as this year, we saw high heat waves. Alright, huge heat waves were seen in India as well as Pakistan. And the result of the heat waves were that many of the crops in India were damaged. Also, the net result of the loss of the income due to heat wave in 2021 resulted in the 5.4% of the India's GDP, that is your gross domestic product, and it is highest among the G20 nations that face the loss. Alright, then remember, India faced a 55% increase in the deaths due to extreme heat waves between the time period of 2000 to 2021. Alright, also climate change is a key factor in the rising heat waves in India. It occurred 30 times more than because of this scenario. Alright, because of the global warming and changing in temperature, we are seeing that heat waves are increasing day by day or year on year. Alright, so remember this data that was released in the 7th edition of the Lancet report, that is Lancet Countdown on Health and Climate Change, Health at the Mercy of Fossil Fuels. In this particular report, it stated that India suffered a loss of 167.2 billion potential labor hours in 2021 due to heat wave, which resulted in income loss of up to 5.4% of the India's GDP. Not just here, friends, we are talking about food production, also about the due to heat waves. You can see the labor gets exhausted. All right, the temperature is increasing, due to which the labor won't be able to work in that particular scenario, so the hours are also lost. And once the labor hours are lost, you will be able to see that the work will be halted, and due to which you will see a loss in the production. All right, so remember this news. Next we are talking about third advanced estimates of area and production of horticulture crops for 21-22. As per the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, they released the third advanced estimate of area and production of horticulture crops for 21-22, and according to this estimate, a record 342.33 million tons are estimated to be produced in an area of 28.08 million hectares. It shows an increase of about 7.73 million ton, that is an increase of 2.3% over and over year from 2021. All right, that means we are seeing an increase in the production of crops. So in the nutshell, we can say that the production is increasing with a 2.3% over on over. All right, with an year on year. Next we just saw that the first intercity logistic provider to join ONDC network was your Ship Rocket. Direct question, remember it. Rizwana Hassan will get the US International Women of Courage Award for 2022. J&K Bank won the National Award for SH Bank Linkage, that is Self-Help Group Bank Linkage. 6 Indian airports won the ACI World's ASQ Award 2021 for Best Airports by Size and Region in Asia Pacific region. Shreyas Iyer, Emilia Carr declared as the ICC Player of the Month for February 2022. 75th BAFTA Award for 2022 were announced, and remember which film won the Best Film Award? It was The Power of the Dog, and Joanna Scallon won the Best Actress in the leading role. Will Smith won the Best Actor also in the leading role. All right, for actor, and for actress it was Joanna Scallon. Next, Param Ganga. This is a supercomputer. It is a petascale supercomputer that was installed at IIT Roorkee. And if we talk about supercomputer, their speeds are measured in flops, that is your floating operations per second. ISRO, they have organized young scientist program by the name Yuvika, highly important, and they will be selecting 150 students to train them. Then remember, they also ISRO launched AzadiSat. They took 3 Singaporean satellites into space using PSLV C-53 rocket. If we are talking about PSLV, it is Polar Synchronous Launch Vehicle. Then if we are talking about GSLV, Geosynchronous Launch Vehicle, and there is another SSLV, Small Satellite Launch Vehicle, and this was used to launch AzadiSat, that was a failure mission. Alright, then Niti Aayog's AIM, Atal Innovation Mission, has partnered with Snap Incorporation to promote the AR skill development among youth. India's first artificial intelligence, that is AI and robotics technology park, was launched at IISc Bangalore. This is very important, friends. Hindustan Aeronautics Limited signed an MOU with Seismos to work together in the aerospace domain. ISRO, they have successfully tested the small satellite launch vehicle, as I just mentioned above, and this was used to carry AzadiSat and other small satellites into space, but this was a failure mission. Next, some obituary we are discussing. A very famous writer, Padma Shri awardee Binapani Mohanty ji has passed away. Veteran Congress leader K. Shankar Narayan ji has also passed away. Former President of Kenya, Mwai Kibaki, also passed away. Structural biologist M. Vijayan passed away. Former Chief Minister of Meghalaya, J.D. Rembai ji, has passed away. Former Indian hockey team captain Elvira Brito has also passed away. Alright. And film and TV actor Salim Ghose also passed away recently. Next, remember, India has declared that they will become carbon neutral by the year 2030. So definitely to become carbon neutral, they need to invest in various technologies and fossil fuels, because we know we are working on fossil fuels. No, we should shift from fossil fuels. So instead of fossil fuels, we need to make investment in the renewable sources of energy. So for that, a data was released by McKinsey and Company that was decarbonizing India, charting a pathway for sustainable growth. This is the name of the report that was released by McKinsey and Company. And according to this data, it stated that India will require an additional amount of $2.1 trillion by the year 2050 in order to accelerate the goals of carbon neutral. All right, I repeat, India will be requiring an addition amount of $12.1 trillion, that will be around 5.9% of the GDP in 2050 to accelerated scenario. All right, India has the capacity to create 287 gigatons of carbon space for the world if it increases its efforts to combat the climate change. Highly important, friends. Next, NHIDCL has signed a memorandum of understanding with NIT Silchar for innovation in the highways construction. I repeat, question will be directly asked to you that which organization has signed a memorandum of understanding with National Institute of Technology Silchar, that is your NIT Silchar, for the innovation in the highway construction. So it will be your National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation, that is NHIDCL. Highly important, friends, mark this. The basic aim of this, as the name suggests, of this MOU suggests, is that innovation highway construction. That means to provide various new technologies to come up with various new solutions for the problems that are posed in the construction of highways. All right. Also to solve them and to bring new technologies for this. For that reason only this MOU was signed. All right. Highly important. Next, remember one more thing, that this NHIDCL, these have already signed MOU with IIT Bombay and IIT Guwahati also. And similar MOUs are also currently being discussed with additional IITs and NITs for this particular highway construction innovative solutions. Next, we just saw Simbex. Simbex is an exercise that was conducted between India and Singapore Navy. It was the 29th edition of this exercise. All right. And where was this conducted? In Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. This was in two phases. The harbor phase was in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh, and the sea phase was in the Bay of Bengal. This exercise was launched for the first time in 1994, and it was at that time named as Exercise Lion King. Next, India's per capita GHG, that is your greenhouse gas emissions, at 2.4 tons carbon dioxide equivalent. All right, I repeat, India per capita GHG emissions far below the world average UNEP report. Let's discuss about this. A report that was released by United Nations Environment Program. The name of the report was Emissions Gap Report 2022, the closing window in 2020. As per the India's per capita greenhouse gas emissions at 2.4 ton carbon dioxide equivalent are below the world average of 6.3 ton carbon dioxide equivalent. All right. On the other hand, USA GHG emissions at 14 ton carbon dioxide equivalent are far below the world's average, are far above the world's average. All right. Followed by 13 ton by Russia, 9.7 ton in China, 7.5 ton in Brazil and Indonesia, 7.2 in European Union. But in India, it's just 2.4 ton carbon dioxide equivalent. All right. So still, but the population of India is way too large. That is the reason we need to focus, or we are focusing that we should reduce the pollution also. All right. So remember this report. This report was released by United Nations Environment Program that talks about the per capita GHG emission, that is your greenhouse gas or carbon dioxide gas emissions per head. That is your per head means per individual. Next, Max Verstappen has won the F1 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. He also won the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Italian Open has also been Italian Grand Prix, not Open. Italian Grand Prix was also won by Max Verstappen. He drives for Red Bull. Then Andrei Rublev defeated Novak Djokovic to win the Serbia Open title. India's Grandmaster D. Gukesh has won the Mandroka Open Chess Tournament in Mandroka, Spain. Khelo India Youth Games were held in Haryana. And remember, Who won here? It was Haryana only that won. If we are talking about Khelo India University Games, they were held in Karnataka. And which university topped here? It was your Jain University that secured the top position. India won 2 gold medals in Archery World Cup Stage 1 that was held in Turkey. India finished with 17 medals in the Asian Wrestling Championship for 2022. Under 17 Women's World Cup for football. Where this will be held? This will be held in India. All right, highly important. And recently, if you remember, FIFA banned AIFF, but now recently the ban has been taken away. Next, some awards. Sir David Attenborough Award. This was awarded to whom? Or you can remember that Sir David Attenborough named recipient of the Champions of the Earth Lifetime Achievement Award by UNEP. Who gives this award? Next we are talking about IRDAI, that is your Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India, has recently set up a 15 members committee. This will be set up for 2 years for increasing the health insurance coverage in India. I repeat, the committee will meet physically or virtually at least once in a year or quarter. This will be a 15 members committee that will basically target the health insurance. That means this will focus on increasing the health insurance coverage even in the remote areas all around the India. All right, for example, we know that in urban areas we can see that health insurance is prevalent. All right, there is an awareness about it, but in the rural areas still the health insurance, life insurance, they are not that prevalent, and people do not have awareness about this particular and the benefits of this health insurance. All right, then as I mentioned, this IRDI set up a 15-member committee, and this committee will be headed by whom? Rakesh Joshi will be head of this 15-member consultative committee on the increasing health insurance coverage in India. This committee has been set up for 2 years, and who set up this? It was IRDI that set up this committee. All right, this committee will identify challenges in the health insurance sector and will make recommendations for their facilitation. All right, this will also recommend the appropriate product designs, including the universal standard product that is basic and simple with the changing dynamics of healthcare. All right. Then remember, if we talk about IRDAI, when was this set up? This was formed under the IRDAI Act of 1999 on the recommendation of Malhotra Committee. This IRDAI was set up. Who is the chairperson here? Devashish Pandaji is the current chairperson. As we just saw, this was formed in 1999, and where is the headquarter? Hyderabad, Telangana is the headquarter of IRDAI. Next is IRDAI only we are talking about it. It has set up a 24-member panel to develop rural insurance coverage headed by Thomas M. Devasiya ji. See, here we are talking about a 15-member committee that will basically work towards the increasing the penetration of insurance coverage in India. This will be set up for 2 years, and Rakesh Joshi is the head of this committee. Now we are talking about a committee that was set up by IRDAI. This is a 24-member panel, and it was developed so that we can increase the penetration of health insurance in the rural areas. All right, and who will be the head here? Thomas M. Devasiya ji will be the head of this particular 24-member committee. All right, it was developed to and suggest an affordable and comprehensive cover for the rural population, and this 24-member committee was specifically targeting the rural areas. And this 15-member committee won't be specifically targeting any rural areas, but it is for in general, and how can we increase the penetration of insurance. All right, so remember, for this 24-member committee, who is the head person here, or who is the head? Thomas M. Devasiya ji. And for this 15-member committee, Rakesh Joshi will be the head. Next is NARDCO, NAREDCO. NAREDCO has recently set up a finance committee to help builders in getting the funds. Basically, what is this is, under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has formed a NAREDCO, that is a finance committee. This is NFC also, on the sidelines of NARDCO 24th annual general meeting. This was launched to support the large-scale developers across the India to access funds through the financial institutions. All right, this newly formed committee will especially focus on the project financing, which will fulfill the practical requirements of construction by adhering to the construction cycle. All right, this committee will operate as a one-stop shop with various financing options from multiple large financial institutions and merchant bankers. Also remember this NFC. This is NFC is your Nardeco Finance Committee. This NFC will limit processing and in principle approval time to 15 to 30 days for an application, and this NFC will also waive off the processing fee, award of concession on the applicable interest rate, and quick project approvals for financing with minimum documentation. If we talk about NARDECO, that is your NAREDCO, what is the full form of it? It will be National Real Estate Development Council. All right, this who will be the Director General here? Alok Gupta will be the Director General here. Where is the headquarter? It is in New Delhi. And when was this established? It was in 1998 that this was established. So NADACO set up a finance committee that will help builders to getting the funds. Next news. Next, we are talking about the most popular GI tag food award was given to Hyderabadi Halim. We have discussed this multiple times. Next comes is your which film has won the best international film at the Saturn Awards 2022? It was RRR, that is your Indian Telugu film that has won the 47th edition of the Saturn Awards 2022 by the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy and Horror Films that was held in LA, that is Los Angeles in California. Highly important. This movie RRR was directed by Rajamouli ji. Alright. Next, also one more thing remember here, this was the second Indian film that has won the Saturn Award after the Bahubali the conclusion. Alright, then next, if we talk about the Saturn Awards, these awards are established by the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy and Horror Films. In 1972 they were established. Then Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy and Horror Films annually presents this prestigious Saturn Awards. So mark this up. Moving on. Next, we are talking about appointment. Emami has signed Akshay Kumar as their brand ambassador for the Boro Plus cream. We know Boro Plus cream, it has been very famous for a very long time. So for Boro Plus Ayurvedic antiseptic cream, Akshay Kumar has been appointed as the brand ambassador for Emami Limited. Next, but before this, if we talk about Akshay Kumar, remember he has been awarded with Padma Shri Award by the Government of India in 2009. He has been, according to the Forbes list of 2019, Akshay Kumar ranked as the 4th richest paid actor in the world. And remember, in the Forbes list of 2022, he was the 52nd paid actor, 52nd highest paid celebrity in the world. Moving on, KKR. That is Kohlberg, Kravis, Roberts and Co. I repeat, KKR is your Kohlberg, Kravis, Roberts and Corporation. KKR Incorporation, a leading global investment firm, has signed a definitive agreement to acquire 100% stake in the Nest Digital Engineering, that is a global full lifecycle digital service transformation company from the Rohatini Group. I repeat. So, who acquired the 100% stake? It was your KKR. They acquired 100% stake in which organization? In Nest Digital Engineering. And they acquired this 100% stake in the Nest Digital Engineering from whom? From TRG, that is the Rohatini Group. Alright. And the estimated value for this transaction was around 500 million US dollar. Alright. Next is SCURBM. What is this SCURBM? Remember, this SCURBM is your semi-confined unreinforced brick masonry. I repeat, semi-confined unreinforced brick masonry. Alright, this can resolve the problem of the spread of the settlements in earthquake prone areas with construction that have been built without following earthquake preventive building codes. So this is a new technology that was launched to provide the earthquake resistance building. Alright, I repeat, this was basically to provide retrofitting to the non-earthquake resistance building, or we can say to protect the buildings from earthquake. This solution was launched by or released by researchers. So researchers have found a solutions for the retrofitting old non-earthquake resistance building with the new technology that can prevent major damage to such buildings from earthquake without compromising on their strength. As I just mentioned, this particular new technology, what will this do is they will help the old buildings that are not resistance to earthquake to make them resistant to earthquake. All right, so this will help those buildings to prevent any major damage in the course of any earthquake. The technology called semi-confined unreinforced brick masonry can resolve the problem of spread of settlements in earthquake prone areas with construction that have been built without following earthquake preventive building codes. All right, it provides better integral action of the confining elements and load bearing walls to achieve enhanced seismic performance. All right, so remember this, it is your SCURBM. Next is Delhi University. Delhi University is celebrating the 100 years of glory by Hardeep Singh Puri ji. I repeat, Hardeep Singh Puri ji, Minister of Petroleum and Natural Gas, has recently authored a new book that is Delhi University Celebrating 100 Glorious Years. This book will be published by Rupa Publication India, and Amitabh Bachchan, Indian actor, has written the forward of the book. Apart from this, remember, this book basically highlights the viewpoint of university's most distinguished alumni and the faculties of 15 contributors. Who are these 15 contributors? I'll give you a basic idea. Amitabh Bachchan ji, Kiran Rijiju ji, Dinesh Singh, the Vice Chancellor of Delhi University, Meenakshi Gopinath, Shashi Tharoor, Vivek Debroy, Imtiaz Ali, who is a very famous filmmaker, Arnab Goswami, Dhananjay Y. Chandrachud, who is the 50th Chief Justice of India. So it contains the basic viewpoints of all these alumni of Delhi University. All right, so the name of the book is Delhi University Celebrating 100 Glorious Years, and this was released by Hardeep Singh Puri ji. All right, or you can say it was authored also by Hardeep Singh Puri ji. Next is International Animation Day. It is observed on 28th of October. Then Global Media and Information Literacy Week. It is observed from 24 to 31st of October. Global Media and Information Literacy Week. Directly remember it. All right. And what will be the theme of this Global Media and Information Literacy Week? It is Nurturing Trust, a Media and Information Literacy Imperative. So friends, that's all for the day. Now let's go for a quick revision. Terai Elephant Reserve in UP and 33rd Elephant Reserve in India and the 2nd Elephant Reserve in UP, that is your Terai Elephant Reserve. Also Pilibhit Tiger Reserve will be set up here. Then India suffered income loss of 5.4% of GDP due to heat wave in 2021 as per the Lancet report. Then third advanced estimate of area and production of horticulture crops for 21-22 was released. Shiprocket, it became the first intercity logistic provider to join the ONDC network. McKinsey and Company released a report that stated that India need to do investment or green investment of about $12.1 trillion by 2050 in order to achieve their goal of becoming carbon neutral by 2070. Then NHIDCL has signed a memorandum of understanding with NIT Silchar for innovation in highways construction. Simbex 2022, Indian Navy conducts a maritime exercise with Singapore at Visakhapatnam. Alright, highly important. And sea phase was held in Bay of Bengal. This was your harbor phase that was held in Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. India's per capita GHG emissions below the world's average of 6.2 tons carbon dioxide equivalent as per the UNEP report. RBI has lifted ban on the new branches by Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank. Alright, and now Dhanlakshmi Bank is under monitoring. IRDAI has set up a consultative committee to increase the health insurance penetration in India. IRDAI established a 24-member panel to develop rural insurance cover that will be headed by Thomas M. Devasia ji. Nardeco has set up an NFC to support the large-scale developers with funds. Hyderabadi Halim has won the most popular GI award in the food category. SS Rajmouli's RRR film has won the Best International Film at Saturn Awards. Imami has signed Akshay Kumar as a brand ambassador for Boro Plus Cream. KKR has acquired 100% stake in the Nest Digital Engineering from DRG. Indian scientist has developed the first indigenous overhauser magnometer. Remember this also. SCURBM, it is a new technology for retrofitting earthquake resistance buildings. Next, Delhi University celebrating 100 celebrating Delhi University celebrating 100 glorious years. This is the name of the book that was authored by Hardeep Singh Puri ji. International Animation Day is observed on 28th of October, and Global Media and Information Literacy Week will be observed from 24th to 31st of October. And Goa government has launched a common application for the entire taxi industry in Goa. So friends, that's all for the day. Now let's move to the homework. Which state union territory launched Kunj app mobile application to prevent cyber crimes against children? Next, United Nations Observer Disarmament Week every year in which month? We observe this particular Disarmament Week. Next, which state passed an ordinance to increase the reservation for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes to 17 and 7% respectively? Fourth, which country approved the commercial cultivation of genetically modified Indian mustard species or Indian mustard species Brassica junica? And fifth question is, what is the theme of the World Polio Day 2022? So these are your 5 homework questions, friends. No cheating, and best of luck for your preparation. If you have any question or if you find the session to be interesting, you can comment below and let us know what are your views on such sessions. Also, if you find the session to be interesting, like the video, and if you are new to our channel, subscribe also. So that's all for the day, friends. Thank you and have a nice day. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.